We're halfway into 2024 and Focal have dropped two brand new headphones, the Focal Azurys and the Hadenys. Well, these are not just design refreshes, but Focal also claim that these are tuned for a complete new audience in the hi-fi space. So let's find out if Focal have succeeded. Hey audiophiles, it's Ian here from Headphone Zone. Now, looking at these new headphones, it's not a surprise that these are designed on the Bathurst platform from last year. So it's a little bit of a departure in design language from Focal. You know, they're much larger, sturdier headphones. These are a bit more compact, but still I think Focal have done a good job in maintaining the overall signature. So you still get to see the small circle designs on the Azurys, which is the closed back, and they're sticking with the hexagonal patterns all over the cans with the open back, and that's on the Hadenys. Also, you have a few more new functionalities, like the headband is completely new. It's a bit more softer and supposed to be more susceptible to damage, as well as these yokes. Now they do have a bit of a swivel action to them, so they can not completely collapse, but they sit a bit more flatter in the case. That was not the case with the earlier headphones from Focal. Now, a welcome change for me is how light these truly are. And just for some context out there, the Focal Clear MG, now those are around 450 grams. These headphones over here are just under 300 grams, and that's already 50 grams lighter than the Focal Bathurst. And that's mainly because that these don't need to house any battery or ANC components, making them completely passive headphones, unlike the active noise cancelling headphones from the Bathurst last year. Now, another thing that Focal have changed on these headphones are the ear pads. So they've ditched the cushioned ear pads and they've gone with this cloth-like material. Now, it takes some getting used to, maybe a couple of hours, but it's a lot more flush, a lot more squishy, so to say. And when you have these on your head for longer hours of time, I would say I prefer the cloth-like material rather than the traditional ear pads. Now, on the flip side, changes that Focal have made with these new headphones, but I'm not too happy about, are both of these headphones are just single-sided. What that means is if you have balance cables lying around or you want to explore balance cables, that's not happening with these headphones. The stock cables that you get, which is obviously a single-ended one, is also pretty meh. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not too special. It doesn't scream that premium Focal brand we've all come to know about. And you do get carry cases with these. They're a lot more smaller this time. That's a good thing. A bit more compact. The headphones do sit in nice and flush inside. And if you want to chuck it into a backpack or a carry bag or whatever, you know, it's going to be a lot more nicer this time compared to the last year chunky cases. Now, coming to the sound quality on both of these headphones, I was genuinely surprised. They don't sound like your traditional Focal headphones, and that's because they've changed the tuning on these. They're more in line with the Harman Target with slight variations here and there. And just under the hood, you have Focal's patented 40mm M-shaped drivers, both of them dynamic, obviously. And they have few tuning differences between the two of them. So let's start off with the Azurys. Now, as soon as you plug in the Azurys to your source device, you'll find that these are pretty upfront and clearly vocal-centric. But the thing I liked about them is they don't get too bright or fatiguing like some of the bare dynamic headphones, especially the 700 series. Now, the top-selling close-back headphone from Focal, which was the Celesty, which now has been discontinued, those, if you actually check out the tuning, it's a little balanced, but a bit more warmth in the low end. So it's really refreshing to see that Focal have completely gone in a different direction with their new close-back headphones for 2024. Now, I was trying out The Way I Am by Charlie Puth, the acoustic mix, and that track is well mixed and mastered, and it did wonders on these headphones. Now, you have John Osborne with his guitar licks and paired with Charlie Puth's falsettos, just beautifully well mixed track, and it did wonders on these headphones. I was very happy to listen to that entire track, but the one part where I found these headphones lacking is the low end. I mean, if your expectations are for a tight, crisp, or even a punchy low end, that's definitely not there. You have the bare minimum that's required, but these are clearly tuned to be more vocal centric and instrument focused headphones. Alright, coming to the Hadenys, much like the Azurys, they are in that Harman target, but you'll find that two advantages these have is that firstly, it's an open back headphone, and secondly, they've given a nice bass shelf in the low end. That makes all the difference in the world when you're listening to these headphones, and between the two of them, I think the Hadenys is the more versatile pair. Now, even with all the variations that it has within that Harman target, I liked what they've done with the tuning. It's not too fatiguing to listen to, nor is it in your face. And one of the tracks that I enjoyed was About Damn Time by Lizzo. Now, right from the get-go, you have this nice bass line that kicks into the track, followed with these few funk guitar parts, and then of course you have Lizzo's voice, she has quite a powerful vocal range. So the entire track is very dynamic in nature, and the headphones kept up with it brilliantly. Now, these are by no means transparent sounding headphones. I think that's still reserved to something like the Hi-Fi Man Edition XS or the Odyssey MM100 in this price segment, but these are still a good pair of headphones to listen to your music on. I enjoyed them so much where I feel that they're even better than something like the Clear MG, and that's quite a bit more expensive. The only place where I think the Clear MG has an edge over these headphones is the way that it's built. It provides a better soundstage, right? And that's mainly because of the structure of these headphones. The cushions are a little bit more rigid, and it gives you that spacing between the driver and your eardrum. With these headphones, the cloth ear pads do feel comfortable, but they're a little bit more in your face, allowing you for that more intimate experience. So both of these headphones, I think, are of welcome change for Focal. They got new design as well as a new tuning approach, and really sets the path to what Focal has ahead of them. The Azurys, it's designed more for casual listeners, but still tickles that audiophile worm in your head. It's got vocals and instruments which take the front seat, and for some reason also comes with an inline microphone in case you want to make very expensive Zoom calls. But between the two, I think the Hadenys is the one you want to consider if you want to do serious listening. I think it's the benchmark of what they have currently. Now, that being said, the Azurys goes on shelf for 46,999, whereas the Hadenys is 59,999. Now, these are not inexpensive headphones by any means, but when you check out Focal's entire lineup, these are more on the entry level side. So that's great news for all you audiophiles who want to get started into Focal as a brand. You'll find that these are great headphones to consider in 2024. So that's going to do it for this review from me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know your thoughts on Focal's brand new headphones for 2024. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, happy listening.